Alright. Hello guys, we're back. Apparently you have a cousin that represents France in the Olympics? That's a joke, he has no relation. Just a similar sounding last name. I'm joking, I don't remember saying that, but if you're saying it, it must be true. Exactly. I wouldn't lead you guys astray. This is the Crystal, sir. A lot of people in Shadowbringers today. Backlug. Oh, you have returned. Good, good. There's much to discuss. The others are making their way hither as we speak. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? By the 12, Archon Loaf. How did you come by this? I'd swear it had come straight from Charlian. Rembrandt said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition with all of my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament, so I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would not hear how our bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to a conversation. I don't know why someone quoted PM saying that, but alright. It's probably a saying.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The Black Masked minions who answer to the Red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their cause.
Not knowing Elidibus set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Well enough, though time is not on our side.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind, and so we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works. We shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
Alright, we're back. I, for one, support the XIV's choice. To be alive is to be driven by purpose, and few are as driven as him. It's stupid, but I never really stopped to think about what would happen once the vessels were completed. And now? No, there's no point. I hope the test is a success, truly. When our grandfather first decided to journey to Eorzea, Alice did not take kindly to my silence on the subject. Don't pretend to understand things you don't, she said, or rather shouted. Having oft been the object of her scorn, I am predisposed to sympathize with the XIV, but I do understand how she feels. Better now than I ever did, certainly. I'm sorry, I know it was childish to storm off like that and probably feel the way I do as well. Pull yourself together, Alice. Hast thou a moment, Miro? I would speak with thee on the matter of the XIV's mooted return to the source. Though thou wilt have observed our friend spake not in certainties, yet if Beck-Lug had the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the XIV's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition, as thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert. However, there exists an affinity twixt souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must need recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. Henceforth, none can say with choices that our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. I accidentally clicked through that. Sorry about that. Faded memories. You invited a few of them to Camp Drybone, but they all said they needed lube. Of course they did. Right then, while the Exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Just so, and there is one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, Y'shtola should not be left alone at the Neater. Might I trouble you to visit her, Miro? See that all is well? I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. My thanks. You may leave the Ascians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will return to Gilmore, and then Y'shtola, who has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound for Anita, I suggest you go via Venment Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wait, I have a gift from you, from Tataru. I have a delivery from the source, Kupo, courtesy of one Tataru. She made the Moogle noises. You're a long way from home, Moogle. And this is from Tataru, is it? Whatever could it be? Archon loaf, thou sayest? Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past. Bread from another world, may I try some? Mayest thou, child? Thou must. That said, though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. Though it rarely darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the studio. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. Alphino, you really are unbearable snob sometimes. Do you know that? What? What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek other supplementary employment. Right. Let us be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. I think I'll say broke Alphino. Say, when was the last time you went to Venment Yards? My guess is probably for this quest. Oh, if it ain't the Warrior of Darkness herself, what brings you to these parts? Heading out to sea, eh? But of course, we'd be happy to help. Just say the word and I'll ready to boat. I like how they now have boats that can travel down to an Academia Neater. Or and Nemesis Neater.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Reviewing the records yet again? Really? You worry too much, Elidibus. This dedication to your duty verges on obsession. To think some thought you ill-suited for the role. How wrong they were. But come, turn your gaze outside the window, my friend. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. Ah, it swells within me, empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so? I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
Well, that was rude of him. You are familiar with this place, I believe. This remembered Amarat. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. I tire of your games. You speak as if you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy and you mine. Our goals are in conflict and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that feigned sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light? That I would come to look upon you as a friend? You who have slaughtered my people, who would tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it, then. Very well. Let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. But do not imagine I crave remorse. Only justice. You frequently teleport those away that you don't like. Forward, hero. We shall see how strong you have become. In a couple of days, the entire IT department at your work will be in Siberia. Yeah, shame on me for defeating those who tried to kill me. Let us begin. Rest assured you, there are no tricks. You need but defeat the enemies before you. First, something easy. Those whom a budding hero might encounter at the beginning of her tale. I believe I have the perfect subjects. The fuck? Well, these are the old versions of them too. Let not their appearances stir your hand beneath the facade. They are merely monsters. Ishtola, Thancred, Papalimo, and Ida. Apparently these are who you encounter at the beginning of your tale. Which we did, if you recall. We encountered Ishtola right at the start of the game. Hey, Thancred's fine. Hey, Thancred. All too easy, I see. But at least you now understand the rules. Thus, we will make our way to the capital. Are you trying to unnerve me? That was in poor taste, even for you. That appearances should unsettle you so. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way, sparing nary a thought to the possibility that your foe could be someone's beloved. I mean, again, they were trying to kill me, so... But come, we shouldn't dwell on the beginning when so much of your story awaits. Hey, look. Ariange, Minfilia, Minbrida. Every tale requires villains. Defeat them and claim your place as the hero. Like, his point loses its relevance when it's all based on the fact that these people were trying to kill me and I defended myself. So I should have just let them murder me? Is that what he's saying? Well done, champion of Eorzea. Well done. Onward then. Over the bloody bodies of the fallen. You tasted many sweet triumphs, yes. But so too did you taste bitter tragedy. Oh shit. This sounds like American school district logic. Oh no. Who could forget the Crystal Braves? That idealistic, pathetic dream born from a malformed creature, you Hase, Laurentius, and Ilberd? Faces you know and loathe all. Let your hatred burn and strike them down with all your might. If you defend yourself, you get the same punishment as those attacking you, yeah. With such ease yet again. You did always grow stronger with every battle. I just never understood that logic of people getting mad at you because you didn't let the other person kill you. Would he be having the same conversation with the other Ascians if they achieve their goals? It seems it will take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you. Or mayhap you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters. I have dealt with countless heroes, and always it ends the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences, will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them. I can but put faith in my own beliefs, and fight for them with all my being. You're wrong. We can always strive for understanding, for compromise. It seems there's nothing for us but to fight. No, we can compromise. How very naive. If you are willing to compromise on your beliefs, you all but admit they are flawed. And I assure you, I have no intention of compromising on mine. Come, what may. I will fulfill my mission as Elidibus. But enough talk. It is not your assertions I wish to know, but your strength. Oh shit. Falsely accused of regicide, you fled for the snow-swept fields of Conquests. This is actually super cool. I completely forgot about this. Had you and the Scions met your demise that day in the Sultanate, La Habrea might have been spared. But not only did you stubbornly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragonsong War. And this is music from Heavensward. It's actually a dragon song. Swept along by the tide of events, you pursued and slew those who sought to stop the unending conflict, just as you were bid. Or was it the thirst of vengeance that drove you? Again, these guys here were gonna do all this regardless of whether I was there or not. Hey there, King Jordan. Long time no see, bud. Yeah, she uses Ascalon Might. I trust you are beginning to limber up. Do keep up the fine form. Hey there, Menelaine, around heroes, people are wont to flock. People who harbor all manner of motives, each baser than the last. Oh shit. Come, let the curtains rise on the grand melee.
Damn it all.
Oh, I just killed him in a single hit. Oops. Think it's time for me to limber up? No more than they deserve. In the end, their hand of friendship was tainted with personal desire. Hey, Sail. Haven't seen you in a while. And Bracefelger. You know what comes next. You put an end to the Dragonsong War. There is no saving your comrade this time. All you can do is cut off the serpent's head. This is actually the music from the trailer, by the way. And as simple as that, a 1,000-year war is brought to its conclusion. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there's only ever conflict. Fuck you, buddy. You just got past GM of a guild again? Why do you keep doing that? I think it's time you just break the guild up. Hey there, Elidibus. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say there will have been a few individuals for whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused you keenest grief. That is what our people are to us, an irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are my Draw your weapon. Wait for him to continue. Never mind, we're not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Emperor Solus had kindled an insatiable flame. Garlemald was his name, and its rage across the land, consuming all in its path. Ah, sick! Following the trail of ash, you set forth for Alamigo and Doma into a storm of blood. Again you fought, and again you grew stronger. So strong that we could no longer control you. Yours is an unnatural, beastly strength, and we shall lay it bare. This is Tsukiyami's theme, by the way. In order to gain a foothold in the liberation effort, you journeyed to the far eastern plains. Hey guys. Where you encountered the land's greatest warriors and sought to win them over to your cause.
It is not enough!
The strong are drawn to the strong, thus did you gather new allies to your banner. Yet where ardent souls gather, so too do fires burn. In this way did you consign those around you to the flames. Burn them all, hero. Reduce them to nothingness like the ephemeral morning dew they are. Oh, I don't remember ninjas having that ability. She just tried to cast jump on me. I want to point out something to you too, guys, that the mechanics have gotten more complicated through this trial. This solo instance, you did not hesitate, or perhaps could not. No matter, let us turn your attention to the finale. Like the Heavensward stuff was more complicated than the ARR stuff. Here we shall have a test between fellow beasts. It is only fitting, would you not agree? When I fought you in this flesh, 'twas I who triumphed. Will you turn the tables this time? Oh, he fucked up. Alright. My creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Come, we continue this within. An impressive show of strength, but surely no more than a foretaste of that which Emet-Self's conqueror is capable. Such might requires a fairer measure, to compare like with like, yes. I shall have just to test you myself. I shall just have to test you myself. Come on, Mero. Show me what you can do. Got a seal for a face. That's an Asian thing. Fallen Warrior. Ardbert. I may not be the real Onward, but you did do well not to underestimate me. So come, fight me like you mean to take my head. For all that made him the warrior was, every battle waged, every blow swung is part of my very being. Good, good, I sense your murderous intent. Hi, you'd kill me given the chance. Mayhap you think to recover this body? If so, prove that it is no use to me. Prove that I can best you without it. Come at me with everything you've got. Bitch! Oh, right. Whatever, it means nothing. See, you are a different beast from when you face my creation. Very well. I shall transcend my very limits and see what you are truly capable of. Lands of old. Hold nothing back, for neither will I. Oh, exit flares. Interesting. The size of this is a little bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I have my answer. You like how the song has motifs for all the FF1 songs? Let's try FF1 a few notes from Chaos Shining. So trial on a healer is usually cake unless you throw in a soft and rage. Your rotation is literally 2 buttons. And you have healer privilege.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished? My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal. The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiark's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Your question is irrelevant. No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. But enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
Lots. That's all I have to say about that. Alright guys, we're gonna take a quick break here and then we got about an hour and a half left to stream. Don't go anywhere. Got more FF14 for you.